Good morning, my loves. Welcome to a beautiful Leo sun and moon, new moon day. Welcome to a day in the life of a normal person with me, Angel. So I have a couple things that I'm really excited to get to today. I'm telling you, I am feeling this Leo power, this courageousness, and just that energy, and oh, it's really good. So I was just excited to get to doing another morning message for you guys. So I do not have any astrological information set aside, though, other than we did just experience, when I am recording this, I'll get to the fact that time is irrelevant, but hold on. We had the new moon in Leo last night, and it was just absolutely magical. And I believe this is the third dark moon in a series of 4, I believe. Nonetheless, 4 very significant new moons. And I'm feeling this one. We have the sun in Leo greeting us this morning in just a cloudless blue sky. It's just, I'm feeling it, you know? Anyway, it's time to really shine as who you truly are. Empower the beautiful creature that you are, of this beautiful source energy that you get to be human form in, like experiencing the beauty of this world. It's so awesome. So anyway, since I'm not really going to get into a bunch of astrological stuff today, I will actually probably be recording something along those lines in our podcast form on my Facebook, in my Facebook group, A Day in the Life of a Normal Person there. I really do, as soon as I think I begin my journey on the road in a couple weeks. Yes, we finally have done it, you guys. We're getting a day in the life of a normal person on the road. Joy's on the road. Joy's is the pop-up camper that we will be our home. And the journey that a day in the life of a normal person takes, it's going to be with you guys and equally in my Facebook group. I will be expanding into Instagram soon, as well as just a couple other different avenues. It's like exploding. It's happening, you guys. Anyway, so I did bring my tarot cards, and I was thinking what maybe yes, I did also get Rob Bell, Love Wins. I grabbed that. I missed reading that in the mornings with you guys. So I was reading in my Morgan Greer tarot deck. They have an ancient Celtic method of divination. It is your standard tarot like path. It's used very often. However, these descriptions that he created are absolutely just as unique. I don't know. I'm sure maybe it's unique to me. Oh, sorry. I wanted to say the timelessness of this message. Don't worry about if you haven't, you don't watch this on August 19th of 2020 when I am recording this. Angel message. Let me think. I'm going to do numbers in my mind. Hold on a minute. Angel message number 814. Look that up if you are looking to have a direct, honestly, if you just type in Google angel message 814, and then it will pull up a little message for you for the day, okay? That's directly to you. Again, with the timelessness of this, though, because even if it's not the new moon in Leo when you are watching this, there is something about that energy that possibly you should look up as well. That you need to embody at this time, or you are embodying, and this message is for you whenever you are led to it. These are not just tarot readings. This is not just a book reading. This is an intuitive message from spirit, guide, source, God, passed on loved ones, the fairies, the goblins, and whoever else. You guys, it's so cold. You don't even know, obviously. I'm wearing like a tank top, a long sleeve shirt, a little 2-3 sweaters, and a scarf and a hat. Oh, anyway. My coffee is probably cold. I got it so that I could keep warm. It's just right. Okay. So, and that's why I have remained these messages a day in the life of a normal person, because you got to go with the flow. This is just me in my morning doing my thing with you guys, just a normal person on her spiritual journey. I have already just leveled up at amazing levels since I've been doing this, and it's funny because I was recently confronted with the idea that you have to pull cards a certain way when reading a tarot message, and I might not be years into it, but let me tell you right now, this is not about following man-made rules that have altered along the way already in the written form by man. No, that's not what we're doing here. If you came for a very strict, structured tarot reading, this is not the channel for you. This is intuitive messages from Spirit's guide source. Okay? I'm just a vessel. I'm just a healer that delivers messages to help you find your sense of ease in all the chaos and all the contrast, to learn how to respect the contrast, to remind you of how truly blessed you are and how beautiful this world is. All right, let's stay. Okay. So here's another very cool thing. As I was reading, his descriptions of rods or wands in his deck are the spiritual matters. The cups are emotional matters. The swords are power or position. The pentacles are monetary matters. That's pretty cool. I like that swords idea, even though swords typically represent your thoughts, your mind, your intuition, your insight. But let's see. In the ancient Celtic method of divination, as in any other method, the quality of a reading is dependent on the sensitivity and intuitive ability of the diviner, and on his or her growth and perception of the wide range of human experience. You guys, like, that's what I was led, because I was confronted with that idea. I was led to be like, okay, I did remember seeing a path specifically in this deck, so maybe I'll try to do something a little more structured instead of just being led by spirit along the way. But it's interesting that nonetheless. So, but they do have an interesting, whoever decides to read for another should approach the reading with a respectful spirit and an open mind, as free of personal bias as possible, of course. He or she should always consider the cards relative to the subject's age, sex, and position in life, and adapt the meanings thereby. I actually keep it as vague as I possibly can, just because, I don't know, I hope you guys can see me. I can't even see my phone, so the sun's shining on me, so I'm assuming you can see me. Let's see. You want to see what's on the bottom of the deck right now? Okay, anyway, 2 of rods. Let's see. The ancient Celtic method of divination is used for answering a subject's definite question. The diviner first selects a card from the suit pertaining to the nature of the question. Diviner first selects a card from the suit pertaining to the nature of the question. Oh, well, we don't need to do that, though, because we're just doing general messages for, like, life. From that suit, the diviner selects a court card to represent the subject or the stage he or she is currently in regarding the question. Well, our question is, what's the rest of this month going to be like for us? What's the next 2 to 3 weeks going to be like for us? For the collective, for the person watching this. The king is a mature man, the queen is a mature woman, the knight is a young man, and the page is a youthful male or female. This card is known as the significator. Okay. How am I supposed to select it? Go through it and pick it? Let's see. Okay. So we got the Knight of Cups as our, it's going to be about emotional matters apparently. And the Knight is a young man. So, you know I don't normally do love readings, but whatever, apparently this is what we need to know about. Or it's you, that you are a young man. And this is, okay. So, the diviner now picks up the pack from the, place the significator face up on the table. Concentrating on the question he wishes to ask, the subject now shuffles the pack through thoroughly 3 times. The face is always downward. After shuffling, he cuts the pack into 3 piles and places them face down in his left. Ooh, apparently I wasn't supposed to shuffle. Whatever. Okay. This is the significator. That's what they call it, okay? Knight of Cups. It's beautiful energy. Beautiful. Reminds me of the armor that we have in Ephesians that we put on. You know, the sword of the sword is the word of God. Speaking through source energy. Your shield is a shield of faith. Beautiful. All right, 1, 2. I'm sorry if you're bored. We're learning together. 3. All right, now I got to divide them into 3. I know that. Okay. Picks up the pack from the left, still keeping the cards face down, and now begins the divination. Turn up the first card and cover the significator with it and say, this covers 1. This card represents the general atmosphere relevant to the question asked. We have asked about the next 2 to 3 weeks for us and what to expect. And we've got the Page of Cups. Whoa. Apparently we're going to be feeling pretty emotional because we have the Knight of Cups followed by the Page of Cups. And remember, the Page is a youthful male or female. This card is known, okay, never mind. Youthful male or, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. And the Knight of Cups is holding his cup in his giving hand. And then we receive the Knight of Cups. And both of these technically can be messages coming in, people coming in. And with that fish popping up out, this is definitely someone new entering your life. Oh my gosh. It just some new wave of beautiful, emotional inspiration. Something, this is a beautiful new beginning. Oh, wow. It just brings, we have the significance of the tulip there. Oh boy, I need to look that up. I think I've said that more than once. I don't know, it might be in my notes, but they're packed away. I'm so sorry. But there are 2 tulips. And I just do believe that that's just more of a new beginning. Very much bright, and it's passionate. These are red tulips. And the free-flowing nature that you see both here in his, well, it's a shield for his shoulder. A shield. And there is the ever-flowing wave of there. I love that. But then her flowing of her veil, it's just so beautiful. I hope you could see these. Okay, it doesn't look like you can. I don't know. Okay, so that's got to be on top of that. I don't know. I'm in the grass, so we might not be able to do a very, I don't know. Anyway, we're fine. Okay. Turn up the second card and lay it across the first. Oh, significator, just be over there. All right. That's weird. Oh, cover the significator. All right. And then this covers 1. Turn up the second card and lay it across the first, saying this crosses 1. This card indicates the nature of the forces opposing 1 for good or evil. Weird, but also weird, another cup. This is the King of Cups. There's somebody that's got too much ego, to be honest with you. He's slick, slithery. I'm offering what a golden cup of emotional fulfillment, appearing to be absolutely everything. This is just all of his goldenness and everything, but there's just something I don't. And this is the nature of the forces opposing 1. There's somebody that's like, with this newness of you and this new beginning and this new passionate love and energy that you have, I feel like and then comes in this king. Like, it's just more of a potent emotional energy all around. Ooh. Turn up the third card and place it above the significator, saying, this crowns 1. It represents what the subject hopes for in relation to the question, which has not yet been realized, but may be in the future. This crowns 1. Ooh, yes, I do believe so. Oh my God. All right. We have the 7, right? 5, 6 of rods. So that is your spiritual matters. And to be honest with you, wands are your action and your passionate action, what comes from the core of your divinely guided action taken. That's the significant part of it, why it's your spiritual matters. Whatever action you've taken in your life, led by source and guide. The wreath signifies the infinite love of Christ in your life, guiding you along the way, with you every step of the way, waving your banner for you. And you are celebrated, and this is this is a victory card. This is you have overcome it all, and you are now just like riding. This is your parade. You are celebrated and admired and loved so much. This is beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I love that. Okay, turn up the 4th card and place it below the significator, saying, this is beneath 1. This card shows the foundation of the matter, that which the subject has already experienced, relevant to it. This is below 1. Oh. I'm going to put this on the bottom of the deck, you guys. I'm sorry. Something slipped out. It's okay. It was 2 of Swords, if you want to know. But I don't feel anything with that. I don't. Normally I'm listening, but Knight of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You've been putting your best foot forward. You've been putting on your gear. You've been working hard and diligently at whatever, like this is monetary money matters. You have been doing a lot of steps towards a new beginning. I'm really proud of you. You've been taking a lot of action towards it. Although, I mean, it's not like you're not on a horse charging anything. You're not like, but look at your gleaming, shining armor. Like this is definitely, you're coming into your own power as far as even just your own money and your life and your it's interesting how he's carrying it. It's a shield on his right arm. Look at that. It almost looks like a red tourniquet. Like, can you see it for real? See on his arm? And then the way the pentacle shield is, but it's domed to deflect. And I just feel like this has been a long, brutal battle, and you've done whatever it takes with courage and passion to carry on. And you've kept yourself healed, balanced, clean, like just no matter how long this has taken. Like you might not even have a horse, but you're walking then. And you are walking uphill, but through valleys, never losing sight of the joyfulness and lightheartedness, and this yellow sky with that prominent sun. I just really, again, with that Leo energy, I'm sorry. I know. All right. So anyway, yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Turn up the 6th card and place it to the right of the significator and say, this is before 1. It shows the influence that will operate in the near future. 4 of Pentacles. Wow, you are going to be very wise with your money. You're going to almost in a solitude sort of way. You're okay, look. See how the wall is built, and she's like didn't even spend any money building the wall. It's like she's been very, like, I feel like budgeting well, even though it's not really that fun, and it keeps you from seeing what's on the other side of that bright sunshiny wall. But you know, it's okay because you have created your own light, and you know, oh, look at her forehead, that's beautiful. You are not unhappy. You are not alone per se. You're not blocking people out. It's just that you finally become independent. And in your bravery of not being frivolous with your money once and for all, you just, what does that mean when your chin itches? That's so weird. Like, your money grows in a way that doesn't take much energy for you. I don't know how to explain that. Like, all you have to do is be wise with what you have. And I keep wanting to say protective, but don't take that too extreme. Just in the sense of, like, in a caring, nurturing way, like, you appreciate all that you have. That's it. You really do. You find it beautiful, and you're slowly coming in to being able to allow that money energy to be a part of you. You know what I mean? I feel like it has been almost a long way. Oh, You're going to step into some beautiful ways that your ancestors have guided you to in your new wardrobe choices. That's a side note for somebody. Okay, all right. Oh, sorry. What does it influence how we'll operate in the near future? Yeah, you're going to be wise with your money. Maybe it's your ancestors just helping you be wise yet comfortable. Basically, you're going to be able to enjoy your money, but in the way you want to. Outside influences aren't going to be a matter anymore. And that gives you a very solid foundation once and for all. Okay, sorry, let's see, where are we? It's hard to go back in and out. All right, now turn up the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and place one above the other. Wait, where's the other one? We skipped something. Oh, 7th. No. Turn up the 6th card and place it to the right of the significant. We're going to say, we didn't do the 5th one. Sorry, but that's definite. This is behind the one, the card that shows the influence that says that's just passed or is now passing away. This is it. I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why I say I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune. Feeling like you're out of control, feeling like you are not even, you don't even have a hand in your future or what it is. You are finally once and for all on top and in control. And again, here is a beautiful new partnership, a very loving relationship that you even you are not alone in any way, or you have come into that divine feminine and divine masculine in the most beautiful way, to where you're the falliness of this being. See how this kind of has a circus theme to it, to where it's almost uncomfortable and he's fallen off. That's falling away right there. The falliness of that wheel being unpredictably turning in your life. Nope, you're on top. You own the wheel at this point. Anyway, okay. So then, this is interesting how this is happening, but I love that when Spirit just has its way. Okay, the 7th card represents the attitude of the subject towards the matter. Knight of Rods. I love it. Yeah, you're going to... Sorry. I love all the yellow in this, and also it is Wednesday, your solar plexus day. So please, whether it be Wednesday or not, please honor your solar plexus. Eat some bananas and absorb the sun. And if you don't have sun where you are today, just absorb yourself with the color yellow, okay? You need to keep the joy. You are keeping the joy no matter where you go. You're going to be happy and playful and joyful. And I love that phoenix on his helmet there. Do you see that? That's beautiful. Or is that a drake? It's a phoenix. You have transformed, and this is a brand new energy that is passionate. And your rods are your spiritual matters. You are taking your divine connection once again to God and Source and spirits, and you're going to move forward in this new beginning, and you are just so divinely guided. It's so beautiful. It's just a very, very joyful future, and it doesn't matter what comes your way. You're going to go desert or not. You understand your abundance is from within you. It doesn't matter what's going on the outside. Anyway, okay. The 8th card represents the subject's environment and those tendencies or influences in family and friends which may have a bearing on the matter. Tower moment. You know what that means? their opinion doesn't matter anymore. But there is something that happens, maybe with your family or friends, that, makes that happen, to where they're a tower moment. Literally, you're breaking free of what was. Their opinion doesn't matter anymore. Okay, sorry, that's all I keep getting. The 9th card indicates the hopes and fears of the subject concerning the matter. The Sun. Hopes and fears both, because sometimes they can be one and the same. That is true. Let's read the Sun, though. That's a beautiful major arcana. Warmth and sincerity in a relationship. Liberation from limitations. Growth and expansion. Oh, my loves, don't worry. You are so divinely guided. This relationship that's coming to you is definitely of good, pure, wonderful nature, whatever it may take form in. But I do see it for very many being a actual, like, your counterpart relationship, your like soulmate type of a relationship. So again, still take that as it resonates. It doesn't have to be sexual. Okay, I want you to know that. So, and to be honest with you, the way that the Pentacles have come out, and even that Wheel of Fortune, I don't know. I mean, it might be a male-female relationship, but I feel like it's almost just more business-oriented, like towards your solid future. Even though, yeah, you do have an emotional connection, but I feel like it's more like your emotional connection in their emotional connection. Once you get this guy out of the way, it breaks open this new partnership. And even though you might be afraid to let anybody in, don't. No. Look at how beautiful that is. This is the happiest card in the deck, you guys. This is another victory card. So you're going to have victory in spiritual matters and just in life. Okay, so let's see. The 10th card indicates the outcome of the matter, the culmination of all the influences at work in the preceding cards. Why do I feel like we need to pull more cards? All right. This is you breaking your chains. This is you overcoming the addictions of your past. Yes, okay. You are realizing that you are the light, that no matter what darkness may have culminated in your life prior to you beginning this journey here as the Knight of Cups. Before this, you were just simply a part of the way everyone else did things. It was never very, even though it seemed to provide a stable foundation, whatever it was that you were a part of before, like in your mind, you once believed that this was the way. Like, this is the circle of, like, it's something about, like, just the security of what that was. Appealed to what you were passionate about, so you thought that you could embody those ways and those behaviors. But you noticed that it was just not going to work for you. And you switched things around to where you understand it's all about your own personal perspective. You can be the light within, and you can shine through the darkness in the most magical way. Like, I love, okay, go ahead. See what I'm seeing. I don't know. But look at how that light is on the flame of the candle, producing the green energy. Green represents your heart chakra, your love, all things good and lucky. Green is for glory. Green means go, means so you have definitely busted out of that circle, and quite possibly you have used powers gained during those times. You have understood that you are the star of power, and you have pushed down and just transmuted the negativity of that into your own personal power. And the fly does represent a determination of using whatever resources necessary to get to that next stage. And bam, you bust out as the light, as the flame that is going to create your luck and your goodness. And you clear the way, like you burn it all away, but not in a negative way, in a loving way. Your love is your light, and it leads you out of the darkness. I love that, because then look at what, you have that, that red circle, but bam, look at that red circle. Oh, shoot. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. Okay. The operation is now complete. However, should the 10th card indicate an uncertain nature from which no conclusions, we are not, blah, blah, blah. In any divination, if the majority of the cards in the layout come from the major arcana, the diviner may deduce that there are powerful forces influencing the subject's affairs, either from the outside or from the subject's own unconsciousness. That is true. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Devil, you have the Sun, and you have the Tower. Wow. 4 major arcanas. That is actually a lot for one pull. All right, if you'd like an extended reading, or a more personalized reading, or the way I normally do my readings, which already isn't normal, but whatever, I'm just led to do what Spirit tells me to do. So, and that's the whole point of this, your own intuition, your own connection to Source. Let nobody tell you how you are supposed to pull cards. Let your higher self tell you. Anyway, that was fun though, wasn't it? Let me see, do we have time? Oh, sweet, only 37 minutes. This is freaking awesome. Okay, let me take a sip of my cold coffee. Lukewarm, even better. All right. Yay, we get to read. You guys, we're almost done. What are we going to read next? Oh, I think we're going to read Grace. But you know what? Yeah. Oh my gosh, my bum. All right. I don't remember where we were at, but let's just start at the top of this. Oh, I see. All right, I think we already read this page, but I'm going to start at 182. It is The Good News is Better Than That chapter. I think it's chapter 7. Have nothing to do with that, God. We're invited to trust the retelling now, so that we're already taking part in the kind of love that can overtake the whole world. This leads us to another distinction, one that takes us back to the reoccurring question, what is God like? Many have heard the gospel framed in terms of rescue. God has to punish sinners because God is holy, but Jesus has paid the price for our sin. So we can have eternal life. However true or untrue that is technically or theologically, what it can do is subtly teach people that Jesus rescues us from God. Let's be very clear. Then, we do not need to be rescued from God. God is the one who rescues us from death, sin, and destruction. God is the rescuer. This is crucial for our peace because we shape our God and then our God shapes us. Inquisitions, persecutions, trials, book burnings, blacklisting. When religious people become violent, it is because they have been shaped by their God, who is violent. We see this destructive shaping alive and well in the toxic, venomous nature of certain discussions and debates on the internet. for some of the highest form of allegiance to their God is to attack, defame, and slander others who don't articulate matters of faith as they do. Thank you, Lord, for this message right now. Oh my gosh, this is so pertaining. Holy shoot. We shape our God, and then our God shapes us. A distorted understanding of God, clung to with white knuckles and fierce determination, can leave a person outside the party, mad about a goat that was never gotten, without the thriving life Jesus insists is right here, all around us, all the time. Jesus was very clear that this destructive, violent understanding of God can easily be institutionalized in churches, systems, and ideas. It is important that we're honest about this, because some churches are not life-giving places, draining people until there's very little life left. That God is angry, demanding, a slave driver, so that God's religion becomes a system of sin management, constantly working and angling to avoid what surely must be the coming wrath that lurks behind every corner, thought, and sin. We shape our God, and then our God shapes us. Our beliefs matter. They matter now for us, and they matter then for us. They matter for others now, and they matter for others then. There is another dimension to the violent, demanding God, the one people need Jesus to rescue them from. We see it in the words of the older brother when he says he never even disobeyed. How many times have you been in that position with God? It's not the right God. That's not how God is. We've been programmed into our own miserable thinking. You can sense the anxiety in his defense, the paranoid awareness that he believed his father was looking over his shoulder the whole time, waiting and watching to catch him in disobedience. The violent God creates profound worry in people, tension, stress. This God is supposed to bring peace. That's how the pitch goes. But in the end, this God can easily produce followers who are paralyzed and catatonic, full of fear. Whatever you do, don't step out of line or give this God any reason to be displeased, because who knows what will be unleashed. Jesus frees us from that, because his kind of love simply does away with fear. Once again, the words, now I want you to remember this, Jesus, is Christ light energy that you are allowed and do embody, most especially if you're a Christian that ask Jesus into your heart, not just a Christian, but I'm just saying, like, that in particular is you already have Christ light energy within you. That's what's going to break those chains of the past. That's your flame, your green light. It's just, again though, labels. I hate labels. It's all energy, you guys. Once again, the words of the Father in the story, the one who joyously, generously declares, "You are always with me, and everything I have is yours." Truly, truly, like right now, you guys. Yes, right now. There is another truth here, beyond heaven and hell and anxiety and violence. It is a truth at the heart of the gospel, a truth both comforting and challenging, both healing and unnerving. That's what this whole time has been, has it not? Each brother has his own version of events, his own telling of his story. Oh, this is so true. Oh my gosh, I love what I do. But their stories are distorted because they misunderstand the nature of their father. We've seen that. But there's another reason their stories aren't true, a reason rooted less in the nature of God and more in the son's beliefs about themselves. The younger brother believes that he is cut off, estranged, and no longer deserves to be his father's son because of all the terrible things he's done. His badness is his problem, he thinks. He's blown the money of meaningless living until he was face down in the gutter, dragging the family name through the mud in the process. Sounds like the black sheep of the family. He is convinced that his destructive deeds have put him in such a bad state that he doesn't even deserve to be called a son anymore. Now the older brother believes that the reason he deserves to be a... I have a friend on my book. That he doesn't even deserve to be... Okay, now the older brother believes that the reason he deserves to be a son is because of all the good, thank you, he has done, and of all the rules he's obeyed, of all the days he's slaved for his father. His goodness is to his credit, he thinks. The younger brother's wrongs have led him away from home, away from the family, deep into misery. This is true. His sins have separated him from his father. The second truth, one that is much more subtle and much more toxic as well, that the older brother is separated from his father as well, even though he stayed home. His problem is his goodness. His rule-keeping and law-abiding confidence in his own works has actually served to distance him from his father. What we learn in his speech to his father is that he has been operating under the assumption that his years of service and slaving were actually earning him good standing with his father. He thinks his father loves him because of how obedient he's been. He thinks he's deserving because of all the work he's done. He thinks his father owes him. Our badness can separate us from God's love, that's clear. But our goodness can separate us from God's love as well. Neither son understands that the Father's love was never about any of that. The Father's love cannot be earned. It cannot be taken away. It just is Him. It just is. Have a beautiful day, my loves. Use compassion in all of your communication. And watch joy flood your lives. Be blessed.